Whoa, let me get you guys out of there. Woo! It was pretty dark in there. But alright, let's get it. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Ron and this is MotorTube. If you're stopping by for the first time, smash the subscribe button, turn your notification bell on to stay up to date with my videos. We are almost at 50,000 subscribers and I will be doing a giveaway once we hit 50,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys click the subscribe button. So this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna actually take the Mustang out. Now, if you guys have watched like 3-4 videos ago, we washed the Mustang, as you can see, and it hasn't left the garage since then. Look how clean it looks. So it's really clean, and we are gonna take it out today. And here's why we're gonna take it out today. We're gonna take it out to drive it, of course, do a few pulls with it, but also we are gonna talk about 5 cheap mods you could do to the 2018 Mustang, 2018 and 2019. So when I say cheap, it's cheaper than if you were to put a Whipple or twin turbo in. A Whipple kit costs over $7,000 alone without installation. So obviously everything on my list is way cheaper than that, and it could still get you to run low 11s, maybe high 10s. But we don't know. But the kit that I'm gonna tell you guys, everything on the list right now is capable of running low 11 seconds. And when I say low, I mean really low 11 seconds. So, and very high miles per hour. So that's what the list is about. So we're gonna turn on the Mustang, get going, and we're gonna have an awesome day. Let's get it. Woo! Pretty cold in here. The worst thing about these seats, they're not heated. So we gotta wait for the car to warm up because it's pretty cold in here. Alright guys, so let's get into it. The list consists of 5 things that are cheap. And when I say cheap, again, I'm gonna explain this one more time. A Whipple kit cost over $7,000 without installation. So everything I'm telling you guys right now is obviously way cheaper, can get you in the low 11s if you can drive your car, and it's that simple. So let's get into it. Number 1, and this is a common thing for everybody with a car, they kind of always look at this mod to be the first mod they get. I just made that turn because there was a cop right there, and I didn't even notice him. So I just made this turn to just get out of his way, because we don't need anybody bothering us with this list. So let's just park up here. All right, let's get right into it. So the first thing is a JLT intake. So I'm not one of those people who says, oh, let me get a K&N intake and that's gonna give me automatic horsepower. So sometimes just getting horsepower doesn't, you know, necessarily improve your quarter mile times. So that's why the JLT intake works really well, but it doesn't work well by itself. You gotta do, you know, you gotta of course tune it. You gotta do other things, and I'm gonna get into that with number 2. So number 2 is E85 tune and trans tune. I put those all in the same category because you don't just go do one and not the other. So when you do that, you will see some serious power. Most cars where you just tune them up and put them on 85, you don't see that much, and you don't see that much difference in horsepower, honestly. You know, a car in this horsepower range, of course a Hellcat's a bit different, but of course with the Hellcat you got to do a bunch of other things before you even get on E85. But with the Mustang, all you need is that JLT intake, right? The tune and the E85. You don't need injectors, you don't need none of that. You just dump the E85 in there and it's tuned on E85, right? And then you got the intake, right? That will give you 60 wheel horsepower. And if you guys don't believe that, I'll show you guys my dyno sheets of before and after, and you guys tell me if you guys believe it. This is the before and after. I dynoed at 411 before and 471 after. That's the horsepower. And this is the torque. It was 377 before and 420 after. The tuning in 85 should cost you about $800 to $1,000. So as you guys can see, it was a 60 wheel horsepower gain. Not everybody might get that, but I could guarantee at least 50 wheel horsepower, because not every car is made the same, and not every car pumps as much horsepower as the other. Now, of course, they all claim to be the same, but usually when you dyno, let's say we dyno this one and we dyno a different Mustang, it might be 5 wheel horsepower difference. It might be 7 wheel horsepower difference. So, you know, it's not, these are American cars. They're not handmade, so they're not gonna be exactly the same. So with that being said, we're gonna move on to number 3, and this is the Steeda, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, Stop Hop Kit. So this kit is amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen my track videos, but when I go down the track, or even if I'm doing a roll, it's worse off a dig though, like, you know, if you're at the track. And I'm going down the, you know, the strip after about 40 miles per hour, or whenever it the second time it shifts after I launch, the wheels like skid. So it does a little weird hop and the tires skid. So the way to stop that is this kit. This kit is $350. I recommend you getting this because the little chirp and the wheel hopping or whatever, it is so annoying, and it of course slows you down a lot. Now the company also makes other suspension work. If you want to get into tens after everything I mentioned on this list, you want to go even faster, I definitely recommend you getting the more expensive kits. But if you just want to do like starting up, this is definitely a good kit to get. For $350, you can't really beat it, and it'll make you faster, and yeah, it'll cut a little bit of time off the, you know, off your track time. So I think it's definitely a good investment. Number 4 on the list is long tube headers. Now, there are so many companies that make them. There's a wide variety of companies that make them, anywhere from cheap to a little more expensive, right? The reason I picked these headers is because I know somebody who uses them, who's ran the low 11s that I'm telling you about. And I don't know if you guys even know who it is, but I'll mention him at the end of the video, and I'll tell you guys why these are good headers. So they worked on his car. I don't care about brand names, but I care about what works. So this one is from Texas Speed. They are $840. A little bit more expensive, I get it, but they work. So if they work, you know, you should get them. You can't cheap out on parts for your car if you want to actually go fast. Now, if you want to play around, you can of course go with everything cheaper and things that don't work. But if you actually take it serious to the point where you actually want to be fast, you got to invest your money into it, and you just got to, it is what it is, honestly. And it's not going to be that much difference, you know. It'd be like $300 difference, but to actually have gain in horsepower and helps you at the track, I'd much rather spend the extra $300 and get these from Texas Speed. So this should give you about 20 to 30 wheel. Don't quote me on that because it could be different, but they're definitely gonna make you a lot faster than before. So with the first 3 things I just mentioned right there, right, you should be at about 480, 490 wheel, maybe 500 wheel, maybe. But it should put you right around there with the first 4 things I just mentioned on the list. Now, let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is a pretty common thing that a lot of people don't like to spend their money on. And I don't know why they don't like to spend their money on. And that's wheels and tires. Everybody just likes to throw some drag radials on their 20s and call it a day. But if you actually want to go fast, I recommend getting 17s with 305 Mickey Thompson tires. So these are obviously going to help you hook and book. Put them down to 18 PSI, burn the living life out of them, and you're gonna stick and go. They're really good tires. Mickey's are some of the, you know, softest tires out there, softer than Nittos. Yeah, they're some of the softest tires out there. And like I said, that's all I really ran when I actually want to run my car right. You know, like on my Hellcat, I have them. It's 2 pairs so far I have of them, and I have the Nittos. But as you can see, Nittos are kind of the daily driving type of thing. Not, I wouldn't say daily, but like it's what I would put on if I don't really care about racing. And I know I'm not gonna hook with the Nittos at all, even though they're 315s, and you still can't hook with them. So you definitely should look into wheels and tires, and that'll cost you about $1,100 for 2 wheels and 2 tires. So 2 Race Stars and 2 Mickeys 305s for your rears. You could also go with the skinnies, and you should that should be extra as well, maybe 1,000 extra. So all this, the whole list right now, I'm gonna try to count it up. So total list would cost you $4,500, and that's what it would take for you to run a low 11 seconds. And if you guys don't believe me, make sure you guys check out Stang Mode. I talk to him, you know, every other day. We always text, and I asked him because he had his Mustang before me, and I always try to get get like, you know, tips from him and his opinion on things, and he helped me a lot with the list. And I didn't know him until after I'd done my car up, so I have the things he already has, and I just gotta add a few more things. But I decided to make this list to definitely you know, steer you guys in the right direction. So that's my top 5, and I believe this is a strong list because you could definitely get everything at once, or you could get one at a time and just work on whatever your budget is. And I'd start out with the intake, then move on to the headers, and move on with the kit. You could make the stop hop kit the last thing. And you know, the thing is, I don't know how it is with your shop, but I definitely have all the parts first before going and tuning, because you're gonna pay to tune with the intake, then you're gonna pay to tune with the headers, and it's just gonna cost you extra money. So I definitely try to gather up all the parts first, then go to do the E85 and tune. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the list. I think it's a really solid list, and it'll help people who have this Mustang. And some of the things definitely could work for other year Mustangs, but the power gain won't be as much as with this year Mustang, just because it already starts out as a little faster than the other Mustangs. So take what you guys want out of this list, and let me know if you guys had any success with it, if you guys have done everything on the list and it worked for you guys. I definitely love to hear some feedback, so let me know in the comments. So I'm back home now, and this is for the people that are from Michigan. If you guys have cool cars that you want to get together and make some cool videos, whether it's racing, a review, it doesn't really matter, make sure you guys DM me on Instagram. It's TOXICSRT, and I'd love to meet a lot of you guys and make some cool content with you guys. So that's what I usually do. This channel revolves a lot about me and subscribers, because a lot of almost everybody that I've raced, everybody that I've made a video with is a subscriber. So it's not anybody that I knew before YouTube. So it's dope to meet you guys, and it's awesome. I love it. So that's all we got for today. So if you guys enjoyed my list of 5 cheap mods, like I said, I want to say this one more time before I end the video. I'm not saying these are cheap mods, but I'm saying it's cheaper than a Whipple kit, and a Whipple kit is about $7,000 and up. So that's all I got. So I'm gonna let you guys go. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, smash the subscribe button, turn your notification bell on to stay up to date with my videos. We are almost at 50K, so let's get there, and I will see you guys next video. Make sure you guys always stay positive and have a great day. Peace.